Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my studio. This is Paint with Lovejoy. Thanks so much for joining me today. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and thanks for joining. You're going to enjoy the process of painting. If you're here for a second or third or fourth time, thanks so much for coming back and checking out another video, but more importantly, thanks for getting creative. So today's painting is geared towards first-time painters. So this is for those of you that have never picked up a brush, never tried painting, or maybe you've done one or two paintings, but you still want to build your comfort level. These are great paintings to kind of help build your confidence. So what you're going to see in the description box below is a link to what I call a supply kit. And in that supply kit are the general supplies that you need to get started painting. So grab what you need, utilize what you have at home, and most importantly, just get into the process of painting sooner rather than later. And this is going to be a lot of fun. So once you've got your supplies, let's go ahead and get started painting. Alright guys, it's going to be a fun painting, The Nightmare Before Christmas. This was a viewer request. So grab your supplies, feel free to switch out any of the colors that you want to something to match your decor, what you like. And as always, make sure you take your progress photos. So we're going to start with a large flat brush and a light yellow, and it's going to be about equal parts white and yellow. And we're just going to start with placing a dot of somewhere in the center of the canvas, and then we're going to make that dot bigger as we make this our moon shape. Now, if you happen to have more white or yellow in your mixture compared to me, totally okay. You can make this whatever you want. And we're just going to keep growing that moon. And you do want it to be a good portion of the canvas. So I want it to fill up probably at least 30 to 40% of it. And if it's a bigger or smaller than what I do, completely okay. Now I do want you to apply your paint kind of thick. That will help with some of the blending and it will help with some of the more opaque coverage. And if you're holding your breath, make sure you take a big inhale. You're doing great. So now we're going to take some of that white, literally slap it on top of there, and then with light pressure move your brush around to kind of blend it into that base color. This is called wet on wet blending. And it's really kind of a fun thing to learn about your color mixing and just kind of a nice stress relieving thing to do. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it. We're going to do the same thing, slap some yellow on there, and then just again with that light pressure, blend that into the base. And do whatever you want to your moon right now. Like if you want other colors or you want to shift something or adjust something, go right ahead and do that. All right, take that progress photo. And what we're going to do next is we're going to use the medium flat brush and pure white paint, and we're going to put a perimeter around this moon. And what this is going to do is when we move into our background color with the blue, we don't necessarily want our blue and yellow to mix because we will make green. And unless you want that in your sky, this white border will help with that. So we're going to be blending the blue into the white, and with more controlled brush strokes, bring it right up next to the yellow moon. And if you happen to overlap when you're doing that and you do make a bit of green, just wipe it off with a paper towel and then reapply the appropriate color. So we are here using the blue. If you want it a little bit lighter or darker, go right ahead. If you want purple or if you even want black, do that. And you'll still, no matter what color you choose, you're going to fill the background space in, and then with those controlled brush strokes, blend it into the white border that we put around the moon. And again, as you're applying this, apply your paint a little bit thicker. It will help with the coverage and it will help with some of the blending. You're doing great. Remember to keep applying that paint thick. And this is a part where I tell a lot of my students that if you have anything that's kind of stressed you out or frustrated you this week, grab some of that thick paint, and literally slapping on the canvas is very therapeutic. So feel free to kind of do that here. And if you want to add any purple in there or different colors or even a little bit of black, if you want to make it darker, go right ahead and do that while the paint is wet. Do everything that you want to your background now, and then I do recommend letting it dry before you move into this next section. So pause your video when you're done, take your progress photo, and we are moving to the pointy brush and purple paint. And we're going to put that iconic spiral ledge that Jack is standing on. So I like to start in the center of the spiral and then just kind of bring it down. And then we'll just kind of take the top and take it off the right-hand side of the canvas. So now I'm going over with a bit of a thicker brush, just thickening up that curl. And then here we go, pulling that right over to the right-hand side of the canvas. And then we're going to fill that whole space in with purple paint. Again, if you want to switch colors, go right ahead. And you can tell here that I'm using student grade paint for this, and you can see where it's more transparent where it's thinner, and then you can see more opaque where it's a little bit thicker. So as you're working with your student grade paint, you've got a couple options. You can apply it a little thicker, and you can see here as I apply it thicker, I'm kind of holding my brush at a 45-degree angle because it's the end of the bristles that are going to kind of create those brush strokes. So if you apply it thick and then use that angle, you can help kind of smooth some of that out. You can also apply 2 coats of this. So apply this color, let it dry, and then you can add a second layer. So acrylics are pretty versatile. Just kind of find different ways to play with it. And then here I grabbed a little bit of black, slapped it right on top of that purple, and then we're blending it in again with that light pressure and kind of that 45-degree angle. Same thing with the white, putting it on the top, and again using that light pressure. And as you do this, you'll notice that a little bit of black goes a long way when you add the shadow, and then when you add your white, it gets eaten up very quickly by the colors, by the base color. So the more that you paint, the more you're going to kind of build that knowledge of how colors blend and how much pigment to use or not use. So this is part of the fun process of creativity. So you saw there, pause your video, take your progress photo. Now we're going to move on to the silhouette design, and pause the video as needed as I'm drawing these shapes. And if yours is a little bit different than mine, completely okay. Or if you want to do kind of a different scene, just Google that scene and you can look at that image and draw what you see. So as you do this, keeping light pressure with the brush, so I am resting my forearm against the edge of the table. That will help steady your hand. Or you can even kind of put your pinky out, put that on your canvas, and use that as like a steadying pivot point. Whatever you may need to do, just kind of adjust and play. And the more that you paint, the more your muscles are going to remember what it feels like. Your brain's going to remember what it looks like to mix different colors. So you just constantly keep building on your skills. And that's kind of the best part about art. And that's why everybody kind of has their own process and their own vision. If this is too much to do with the brush or it's just not working for you, you can do this with a Sharpie marker. So there's always options. And if you're finding that your brush is shaky, that means you're holding your breath. So if you exhale as you touch your brush to the canvas, that will make it a little bit easier. And it'll just help get more oxygen and relax you a little bit more. All right, and if you need to turn the canvas sideways or upside down or put it on your lap, anything that you need to do to make some of these lines a little bit easier. I'm trying to keep this in the same orientation just because I'm filming the video. All right, I think we put his dog in here, and those are just going to be little lines with some curve to them. So again, just observe the shapes of what you see. And by doing that, you're strengthening your power of observation, and that's a core foundational art skill. So the more observant you are with painting, the more you're actually going to be observant in other areas of your life. And we can never be too observant these days. All right, so here, yeah, making his little dog. And again, just notice kind of the direction. It's a very organic shape for his body. And breathe. I think I was holding my breath there. But I'm really glad you guys are painting. Please don't wait too long to do your next painting. You're going to keep building and growing on your skills. That's the best part about painting. And I also recommend that you take classes from a variety of instructors. There's tons of YouTube videos out there. Try different instructors, different ways of explaining things, and just keep growing your skills. This world needs more relaxed, calm people, and creativity is a way to kind of get there for everybody. All right, this turned out really cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, don't wait too long to do your next painting, and I look forward to painting with you in the future. Cheers.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the process of painting, and I hope you're proud of yourself and you like the way that your paintings turned out. I highly recommend that you paint on a regular basis and try a variety of subject matters and you'll kind of find your groove, but it's more about the process and painting multiple times rather than trying to get a perfect painting from your first get-go. So please keep painting. As you're uploading your pictures to social media, please tag me at or hashtag paintwithlovejoy and email me your photos of what you paint. paintwithlovejoy@gmail.com. I love seeing your pictures, and when I post those on social media, it encourages other people that are kind of scared to start painting. It encourages them to give it a try. So your sharing, your feedback really helps encourage others to kind of find the joy of painting as well. When you're ready to kind of step your skills up to your next level, check out my online school, paintwithlovejoy.com, and check out some of my more in-depth courses on there. I will have some intermediate courses as well as some beginner and advanced beginner classes on there. Check out the Paint Your Pet and the Palette Knife class. It's a lot of fun, and they're both pretty good stress relievers. So give those a try. I think that's it. I really am glad that you guys took time out of your day to hang out with me and you got creative. Again, don't wait too long before you get creative again. So until next time, cheers.